This video, I'm talking about the hologram Microcosm, which is a awesome pedal. I've been having a lot of fun with it. Been messing around with it for the past week and a half or so. This is a bit of a different type of approach than I've done in videos. We have a track that we've been working on with the Korg wave state. All the sounds came from the Korg wave state, except for the drums, which came from stock Ableton sounds. So we did this track, and then I thought it would be really cool to use the Microcosm as a send effect, because the vocals talk about the war inside. Like, Meems wrote these lyrics about like the war inside of me. And I thought it'd be really cool to kind of have this like otherworldly type of feel. I think we'll be able to do it with Microcosm, which would be a cool kind of like experiment to see what would happen with sending vocals through the Microcosm. Also, I'm thinking about doing it with the drums as well. So here's what the track sounds like at the moment.
I feel miles away from you, isolated, filled with tears, holding on to a string of light, got a grasp on tight.
So all those tonal sounds are all coming from the wave state.
Sitting watching clouds go by, wanna feel that light up high. It's too easy to give up, but I can't give up.
So here's like the chorus hook.
Sinking down where there's no sound, holding my breath. The noise above can't get rid of, it's inside my head. Oh, the war inside me wants to come out and break free. I'm forced to fight this dark and light war inside of me.
Yeah, so that's the gist of it right there. You know, it's like a real chill, like, we're doing this series. It's kind of like a set of lo-fi tracks, lo-fi-ish tracks made with the Korg wave state. It's kind of like an experiment with this keyboard, which I've really been enjoying. So this obviously has those characteristics right there. I did use the Valhalla delay and the Valhalla room in there to add some spatial effects, which if you hear those by themselves,
The noise above can't get rid of, it's inside my head.
so definitely, you know, it's not dry by any means. Here's dry.
The noise above can't get rid of, it's inside my head.
And I did apply some spectral denoise to get rid of some computer noise in the microphone. A little bit of tuning with Melodyne as well, just to make sure it's like dead even on everything. So yeah, what I did was I set up the pedal to be a send effect. Let's actually try that without any other stuff going on here.
Wanna feel that light up high. It's too easy to give up, but I can't give up. Keep sinking down where there's no sound, holding my breath.
So definitely otherworldly type of feel right there, which I think is really cool. I'm currently using the Haze preset, the preset number 4 on the granules. Well, one thing that I really love about this pedal is the ability to have kind of like fake granular synthesis. I mean, it's not fake specifically, but like it's not synthesis. So it's like if you want to fake granular synthesis, then you can kind of do that with this pedal, which I'm a big fan of that. I don't know exactly where I want to land with this, and I think I do want to keep the Valhalla delay and room in there. Actually, before I turn those back on, let's experiment a little bit with some different stuff. Let's go to Mosaic, which is usually really cool. Another tip that I forgot to mention is make sure, if you do have the Microcosm and you're trying to do things with like an environment like this, you definitely want to make sure you have MIDI plugged in there. So the clock is coming from Ableton into the Microcosm to make sure things line up when it does those cool chops and delays and little effects and stuff. Having it synced up to the master clock makes a huge difference in there. Okay, so.
It's too easy to give up, but I can't give up. Keep sinking down where there's no sound, holding my breath. The noise above can't get rid of, it's inside my head. Oh, the war inside me wants to come out and break free. I'm forced to fight this dark.
It's really cool. It's so different. I'm gonna try it with the delay and reverb on there.
Wanna feel that light up high. It's too easy to give up, but I can't give up. Keep sinking down where there's no sound, holding my breath. The noise above can't get rid of it inside.
So that's definitely interesting. I don't know how much is gonna be too much yet, because we need to hear it with the track and need to do some experiments with it. I'm also thinking that I'll probably scoop out the low end and stuff because I don't want too much of those low tones coming through, but I like what's happening with that preset in there. So I'm gonna make a return track to record this stuff. I guess we'll call it Vocals Microcosm. I guess I'll do a pass with this one first to see how it feels.
I feel miles away from you, isolated, filled with tears, holding on to a string of light, got a grasp on tight. Sitting watching clouds go by, wanna feel that light up high. It's too easy to give up, but I can't give up. Keep sinking down where there's no sound, holding my breath. The noise above can't get rid of it inside my head. Oh, the war inside me wants to come out and break free. I'm forced to fight this dark endeavor inside of me.
Cool. I think that was a pretty successful pass right there. Basically what I was doing is using the filter to kind of shave off some of that high end that might be a little too sparkly happening right there. I know activity, repeats, and time will kind of change things depending on like how much intensity or how much activity, obviously with the activity knob, that could be happening on there. So experimenting with that and also adding more reverb space as things would maybe progress like into a chorus to kind of give it more like more shift into movements of a song, you know? So let's take off that. Let's hear this. So I'm gonna shave off the low end so that doesn't poke through too much. I'm also gonna drop the 1K, around the 1K or so. Just a bit to make sure it doesn't like cover up the lead vocal.
Love is inside my head.
And ultimately with the mix, I'll probably send this out to a compressor to glue it together even more so.
Wants to come out and break free.
I'm digging that. I kind of want to add another layer of maybe the haze for when the chorus hits, or, you know, the chorus in quotations. I'm not exactly sure if it's really a chorus, specifically more of a vibe. So I think I'm just going to duplicate this microcosm track. Delete that because I probably want to keep the fab filter setting right there. So I'm thinking, let's go to haze. I think preset 3. I think that's the one. Let me solo this and hear it.
Too easy to give up, but I can't give up. Keep sinking down where there's no sound, holding my breath. The noise above can't get rid
Go preset 4.
of it inside my head. Oh, the war inside me wants to come out and break free.
It's actually kind of cool. Yeah, I think I want to grab that as an option. I might even do it a cappella, just so I can hear the effect specifically without the track. And I'll fade it in, so it's not, I don't want it in the verses. I think I just want this in the chorus parts. So let's do that.
Too easy to give up,
So it'll fade in
but I
right
can't
here.
give up. is inside my head. Oh, the war inside me wants to come out and break free. I'm forced to fight this dark and light war inside of me.
Give a little fade with the reverb.
Reflection in my mirror says,
Now we will have to not have that in there.
change, oh I have to change. Keep sinking down where there's no sound, holding my breath.
All right, let's see if we got something that can work here. I think what we need to do is hear all three of these by themselves. We want to bring this effect in right about where the vocals hit. So let's hear this.
Sitting watching clouds go by.
Also going to
Wanna
EQ
feel that
second track a bit more as well.
It's too easy to give up, but I can't give up. Keep sinking down where there's no sound, holding my breath. The noise above can't get rid of, it's inside my head.
Let's hear with the track.
Wanna feel that light up high. It's
I think I might sidechain those effects too to the kick.
but I can't give up. Keep sinking down where there's no sound, holding my breath. The noise above can't get rid of, it's inside my head. Oh, the war inside me wants to.
I like that. It's gonna need to be adjusted in the mix once it comes time to, to actually mix it and all that. Real quick, if you're enjoying this video, a like, subscribe, and comment below would greatly be appreciated. We're also gonna be dropping some audio loops from this track into our Patreon. The other thing that I wanted to do with the microcosm for this track was throw the drums through it, because right now the drums are, they got this flavor going on, which is cool. Nothing wrong with that at all. But I think it could have a bit more pizzazz to them with or a little otherworldly interest. So we'll go drums and microcosm. And what was it again? I think it was 910. Yeah, I believe. So let's see, we're on Haze preset number 4. Let's hear that. I think that just layered underneath a bit would be really cool. Again, you have it compressed, we'll give it some extra compression, some EQ. I guess let's just grab that first. Grab that thing right there. You'll mess with it too. We have our first pass of drums. I'm not sure if it works or not. We'll see. Okay, so this needs to be EQ'd. Yeah. It's pretty cool. Let's try to send that back through the microcosm as well, just to see. This might be a terrible idea, but let's just find out. Like maybe let's go, let's do the mosaic. Let's do preset number 3 on Mosaic. You never know. I mean, from a sound design perspective, it sounds really cool. Let's hear with the drums. I don't know if it's gonna work with the track, but I like it a lot.
The noise above.
Okay, man, I really like the doubling effect that was happening right there. I don't know if the glitchiness quite works with the track. Like it's kind of out of key with what's happening. So I wonder if I should, if I should just redo it with something else. Like maybe crank this up to hear it and play it with the track as well. Yeah, I think we just need something different here. Let's maybe tunnel 3. See if we can get that to sound good with the track. I think that does actually work. I'm going to play it with the track and record it. I just leave that. Okay, so we have a second pass now with those Microcosm drums. Same principles, you know, we need to scoop out the low end and all that, which I think is already happening with this EQ. Yep, because it's definitely like a type of thing that's happening that is really cool, but can definitely poke out a bit too much. We don't want that. It's also getting sidechained, which is great. And now I want to once again send this back through to the pedal and do Mosaic preset number 3. I honestly don't know if this is going to work with the track or not. Nutting up. I have had this unit do some weird glitchy stuff. I was messing with all the presets before, going through them, and suddenly it was just like sounding super glitchy. I was like, whoa, that's weird. Just had to unplug it, reset it, and then it was good to go. And that is the second time that I've had some weird glitchiness happen. So it must be some sort of MIDI timing thing that could screw it up at times. Hopefully it doesn't stay screwed up.
A few miles away from you, isolated, filled with tears, holding on to a string of light, got a grasp on tight. Oh, the war inside me wants to come out and break free. I'm forced to fight this dark and light war inside of me.
Spooky. Okay. Let's see how much of that's usable. It's almost like I'm getting field recordings here. Man, this pedal is like the king of textures. If you need something to generate textures, just look no further. This thing does it in spades. It's crazy. I mean, if you're doing ambient textures, if you want like the weird percussion-y type of things, it like really works on there. Worked on the vocals too, which is surprising. It's really like, I saw a lot of people saying it's kind of like a one-trick pony, and you know, it does its thing and that's it. And like, yeah, it's definitely in that spectrum of like this granular, glitchy type of stuff, but it works on so much material. I feel like a lot of those effects out there are hard to find that work with other types of material easily. This, I think, is really like natural from what I've worked with so far in the past week and a half or so.
Down where there's no sound, holding my breath. The noise above can't get rid of it inside my head.
So in the mix, I'm planning on doing some scooping out of like the drum frequencies right there. Like right now, there's definitely some low mid buildup that kind of needs to get taken out. Oh, is there still some? Whoops. This track was still being sent to the microcosm. I'm like, why is that ringing out? Yeah, some low mid frequencies need to be scooped out here and there to try to de-bloat it a little bit. But also when it comes to this like dropout part, you have this chorus, and then right here, the bass goes out, but I need to like scoop the drums in some way. Like maybe high pass filter them or something like that. Some sort of dramatic thing. Same thing with the beginning. The beginning needs some sort of like transition that I haven't figured out yet, but you know, those are all things that can be done in production. But yeah, that was a lot of fun, actually. I've used the microcosm with the wave state pretty extensively so far. There's a bunch of other tracks that we did, and I really enjoyed just kind of painting over everything with the microcosm, because again, it does textures so well. Good job, Hologram, for making an awesome pedal. I really dig it. I think I'm gonna leave the video here. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for hanging out. I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed it, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, leave a comment below. Helps out with the algorithm. Also, we have the Patreon if you want to support us there. I'm actually going to drop some snippets of some loops from this and put it on the Patreon. So if you're interested in that, there will be some looped samples for you guys to grab on the Patreon. And if you're supporting us on the Patreon, thank you very much. But yeah, that's the video. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Deuces.
Sitting watching clouds go by, wanna feel that